All right. It says we're live.
It lies.
Well, since I look like I stuck my finger in a friggin' light socket, you get a hat from me today. and
Apparently today is rant day.
yes, so I'm going to start it off today. And I've got not one, but two.
Like I said, rant day.
The first one, and this just frosts my ass to no end. Young lady down in South Texas that got elected, Miss Flores, is Mexican American. She is the first elected congressperson, whatever you want to call it, of Mexican descent elected to the U.S. House.
What?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yes, first female
Oh,
of
first
Mexican
okay.
descent elected to the U.S. House.
I find that odd, but okay.
Yeah. My bitch today is media bias. Yeah, Nancy, it's getting there. Mainly because the media, because this lady came out and said she believes in God and family, are now calling her a right wing extremist. And yes, because she's a Republican. Who they're holding up as a rising star is AOC.
Well,
Let's compare and contrast, if you would.
okay.
What does AOC have that she's ever actually done?
She can make a mean drink, allegedly.
She's a bartender.
Apparently she's really good flatbacking.
Okay.
And I broke you.
Uh, no, we're not going to do a TikTok dance number on it. Yeah, Flores versus AOC would be an interesting battle of wits.
So this young Mexican American lady,
Who is married to a Border Patrol agent,
Latina,
not Latin X.
Latinx.
Yeah.
I hate to tell folks this, but the media is barking up the wrong tree
You think?
because she's a Hispanic female, i.e., a member of one of the largest Catholic Church and conservative Catholic Church groups in the world.
Yes. And she turned a 100-year Democratic district Republican in South Texas that is primarily Hispanic.
Right.
But she's right-wing extremist.
I guarantee you she's Tejano, not Latin. I guarantee you she calls herself Tejano.
Oh, she said she is Latino. Latin language genders. Yeah, not going there.
Yeah, she's okay. That's among the Latin voters down there, the Mexican American voters. If she was anything else, they wouldn't vote for her.
That's true.
A traditional that's family and God
Yeah.
is that's. I'm here to tell you. You think Texas is bad on family and God? We got it from the Tejanos.
Yeah. Yes, she was born in Mexico and is a naturalized citizen who came here legally.
Bless her heart.
Gee, what a understatement of that.
Concept.
The other one, moving on from that, is the NEA's latest set of proposals. The NEA, and Kortnee goes, oh, yeah.
We had Kortnee lurking in the background, by the way.
The NEA wants to do away with mother and dad in schools.
Everywhere else, too, if I know the
They
NEA.
want it to be birthing parent and non-birthing
Oh,
parent.
for fuck's sake. Really?
Yes.
Because they don't want actual women, they want men with tits.
Yeah. I've been accused of writing men with tits, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think they understand. Having seen what the left holds up as men, near as I can tell, the progressive side of the house thinks of men as women with scrotes.
Do away with the NEA. Yes.
Yes.
That is the largest union in the United States.
4 minutes, first F-bomb. Spicy day.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those days. But this is the kind of crap among other things that the NEA wants, they want to push genderism down into elementary school.
See, I'm okay with this because every time they do it, the Democrats lose that many more voters.
The problem is they are inculcating the children
Oh yeah.
into their belief system, which is what we do not want in
No,
this United States.
once the Democrats lose, or the progressives lose their hold, when people start getting thrown out of, when professors start getting thrown. Oh, thank you. I was
Yeah.
wondering where that went. When professors start getting thrown out of college seats
Yeah.
for being progressive, this crap will go away.
Yeah.
When teachers start getting fired for being progressive because the entire school board is WASPs.
Yeah.
That stuff. I mean, that's where it's going. They're going to wind up with an entire school board that looks like mayo or Miracle Whip on Wonder Bread.
Well, look what happened in San Francisco when they threw out 3 of them.
Exactly.
Because, and it's got to be pretty bad in San Francisco when they throw out 3 hard left liberals in San Francisco.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
Yep. So the NEA is pushing this. Okay, go
Yeah.
for it. Talk about heading towards making themselves irrelevant.
Mhm.
And they're going to wind up pushing this crap and getting voted out of existence.
But the question is that going to happen fast enough
Oh, yeah.
to save the education system?
The education system,
They no longer teach
The
civics.
education system as it currently exists is not worth saving.
no, she's right. I think
Well, other than private schools.
as soon as the education system became the Dewey re-education centers,
Yeah.
it's not worth saving by any metric. The United States public education system is complete total crap.
Yeah.
It is crap. It's crap compared to some stuff I saw in Africa.
Yeah.
The United States of America's public education system, and the DOE, and by DOE I mean Department of Education. Thank you, President Peanut.
Yeah.
It's complete and utter crap. It really is. It's terrible.
Yes, it is. The best school systems are probably Israel and Germany. The gymnasium concept in Germany has always been one of the best because they teach actual learning, reading, writing, arithmetic.
Right.
The Israelis do the same thing, plus field trips.
Don, would you like to
Yeah,
tell me
explain that.
something?
Yeah, Carlton, that's another good one. The Georgia Guidestones got blown up.
Wait. No, yeah, but
I saw that.
Okay. Dawn, hey baby.
Yeah.
Dawn just commented, "Hi, fiance. Do you know something I need to know about?"
What are you talking about?
Apparently, Dawn got engaged.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's really exciting. Congratulations.
Oh,
When's the wedding?
to another girl, to Koala.
Oh, damn it! Seriously,
Oh.
disregard.
Well done, Dawn and Koala.
Apparently, legs were being pulled. Okay,
Yeah,
the Georgia Guidestones.
I'm not done yet.
Oh, okay. Please.
Yes, Cameron. The Avatar test is a stressful determiner for the future. You know, the other schools that are actually excellent are Japanese, but there's a difference with Japanese schools.
It's in Japan.
That's a start.
There are days. There are just days. Yes, the Japanese schools are different because high school is the major education process in Japan, not college. Kids as young as 6 and 7 in Japan are going to tutors to learn more than what they're being taught. And once they make it through high school, their ranking then determines where they go to college, which is where they screw off for 4 years and get an automatic degree.
Tentacles.
And the number of suicides in Japan are directly related to their high school standing. The number of kids that commit suicide in Japan is unbelievable because they didn't rank high enough in high school.
Yep.
You wanted to say something?
I want to say that for one thing in Japan, education is valued.
Yeah.
It's there's a big cultural element. Same with German. Maybe that Teutonic Prussian legacy of exacting
Yeah.
precision and a contempt for ignorance. We have a culture, Western culture celebrates buffoonery and ignorance.
Yeah.
And it's not valued here. The truth of it is, in any country, the kids of people who are wealthy get a good education. I mean, I guess except for Hollywood people,
Yeah.
because they recognize what a fluke it was for them to become wealthy and influential to begin with.
Yeah.
The thing is that kids who don't, it's not that. I don't know. I don't think the parents should have to be that. People should get a good education for their kids when we pay for that in our society. But the problem is that just with our colleges, the same with the schools, they're being sidetracked by a sidecar industry, which is the whole cultural programming
Yeah.
thing that has nothing to do with reading, writing, arithmetic, or
That's right.
Socratic reasoning. The problem is one of the things that happened, and I just watched a video on this. I should get the video name for you. You can put in a link in the video because I think it was a time well spent to watch because it talks about the shift in our colleges from actual education and Socratic thought and that sort of thing to this kind of cultural programming, which is
Indoctrination.
Has nothing to do with. What's funny? I saw a video the other day, or there was a link, and it was one of those clickbait article things talking about 40 uncool things boomers cling to that are ridiculous that they need to quit. And one of them, this is what I clicked through. A friend of it sent it to me, and I only watched this. Sorry, I'm turning this into a rant, but I just have to. It was clickbait. It's like you click on one, and then there's like 5 million ads in the thing, and then it's like, sorry guys, one of them was Hawaiian shirts. You're gonna love that. But the funny thing was, it was like I clicked through, I don't know, like 10, 15 of them, but I got to one that said, old people are really into conspiracy theories. They just need to get over that. And I was just like, wow, well done, well played. They're training these unquestioning, gullible, take your shot kind of persons.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to anyone who loves getting shots, because I'm into that. If you're down with it, you go for it. You do your thing. But anyway, it was just one of those things. It was funny to me that little bit was couched in there, and I'm like, oh, was this the whole purpose? Is like talking about how people who question things or who suspect that there might actually be something nefarious going on that's manipulating people. Well, you would have to be an old, uncool person to think
Wow.
that. It was just
Wow.
it was funny to me because it was talking about like socks with sandals, which that's ultimate douche move. No offense if you like socks with sandals.
Only if
But
it's
anyway.
black high top socks.
Sorry, wrong. One doesn't wear pantyhose with sandals either. If it's an open toe shoe, don't wear stockings. That's the rule. But it's funny, you can find some 70s examples. Somebody's gonna have to find. Never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say because it was obscene. But anyway, that was it. Thank you for listening.
Postscript.
Another point to add to that. Think about the Israelis. They're either going to learn or die.
Yeah.
So they have a vested interest in learning and education.
Well, the whole competitive thing, though, the wealthy people know that their children need to operate at the highest level. They need to be knowledgeable. They expect to mix with circles of people who understand classical thought.
Yeah.
And if all you're ever going to do is is look at, who's wearing what nail polish and shit like that,
Yeah.
then it doesn't matter
Yeah, it
if
doesn't
you
matter.
think, well, the problem is that we have a society, like I said, that culturally we do not value education or knowledge. And I think that shows up. People go to
does.
school and they're like, why do I have to learn this crap?
Yeah.
I'm never going to need it. Well, the thing is, algebra, if you calculate the mileage that you get out of your gasoline, you're doing algebra.
Hmm.
You do need it. People say they don't need it. They do. You
Yeah.
use it all the time. You just don't realize.
Yep.
But anyway, I'll
I-
get back and bitch some more.
I used to wonder when I state that the inside of my head is a bunch of squirrels at a rave, hyper-caffeinated. I used to wonder what it was like, what it looked like when I lost a glow stick. And I met Rita.
Yeah. He's still looking for the glow stick. The ding I got was grandkids are supposed to be cleaning the house. They're playing.
So
Youngest granddaughter is 6 yesterday.
I have a something to
Oh,
show.
you have an announcement, yes.
I don't have an announcement. It's just I'm going to put this here as a placeholder, and we'll talk about it later.
Yeah, number of comments in the
Good God.
Chat. And Becky, yes, you're not the first one I've heard say that. Becky Jones says there's a reason I'm no longer teaching in
No.
college.
Well,
You and a number of others, Cranky Paroff.
well, she's back. Cranky Frost's back to teaching, or I think she's in admin now. She's going back
She's
to
an
college.
admin. She's,
She's going back to college, teaching,
but
or as staff.
Raldis Huxley is out of teaching. She's gone. She left it. These are people that were good teachers, and they just didn't want to put up with the BS.
Well, when I say the Dewey indoctrination centers or camps, when universities have historically been a place to teach people how to think.
Yeah.
And I've said since 2006 that I know of, when the university started teaching people what to think instead of how to think, wow.
Koala, if you want it, buy the damn thing. That way we can get it off the wall, move to the next one.
Yeah, buy it so we can move it.
Yeah, Dave, that's pure bullshit.
What?
When
Oh.
kindergarten graduation, they're talking about college.
Yeah.
That is pure bullshit.
Somebody asked earlier where trade schools had gone. Trade schools have gone to the community colleges, which used to be called, at least here in Texas, used to be called junior colleges.
Yeah.
2-year degrees, 2-year degrees with certificates at community colleges. That is a damn fine.
Yeah.
That's if you've got kids or you're looking for education. I seriously, if you're in Texas, look for your local community college.
Yeah.
They've got some fantastic certification programs and 2-year associate's degrees.
But what you want to do, voice of experience, is you want to get an AA, not an AS. There's a reason. An AA is 60 college hours. An AS is 45 college hours. If you get an AA, you automatically go into a 4-year school as a junior, not as a sophomore. So it takes away a lot of the requirements that you've got to BS your way through.
Well, the thing of it is that's allegedly the case, but there's a lot of colleges, and I ran across this with a quickness, where, oh, you got an AA or whatever in a community college, we don't accept any of those hours. You're going to have to retake all of the basic.
Yeah, and that's when you go to a different school because that's bullshit.
Oh, yes.
Vocational Votex, there are good ones, there are bad ones.
TSTC is fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
In Texas, the Texas State Technical College or Technical Centers is a fantastic little community college. You can get a certificate or a degree in a home building.
Yeah.
Which gives you basic wiring, basic plumbing. It's 2-year degree or I think 14 months certificate.
14 months.
You get basic wiring, basic plumbing, carpentry, everything to build a house. Basic HVAC, everything to build a house. They teach you.
Yeah, that's in education, regardless of which way you go. And college is not for everybody.
Oh, no.
Hell, I tried and basically was actually kind of thankful that I got drafted so I could go try something else. Granted, I went back to college later and got my degree.
the community colleges get things like degrees in ranch and feedlot operations,
Yeah.
Ranch and farm management, flight operations, which is your pilot's license,
Yeah.
welding, HVAC.
Yeah.
The stuff that you can you walk out holding your certificate or your associate's degree, and you walk into a $75,000 a year job.
Yeah. Commercial pilot at the Waco campus too. Welders can do jobs anywhere. And depending on your welding qualifications, that is a 6-figure job.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking good 6-figure job.
Horseshoeing, ferrying, horseshoeing at TSTC.
Yeah.
Good Lord. There's one there. They used to have a game management, which in 2 years taught you how to hunt, how to manage game, and how to cook it.
Yeah.
That, I'm here to tell you, I don't know if they still have it, was a degree worth getting.
That would not be a bad idea.
Not these days? No.
Air traffic control. Air traffic control, yes, they need people.
If you like dying in 5 years of a stroke, yes.
Yes, it does pay exceptionally well. The problem is that it is a truly high stress environment. It's probably one of the highest stress jobs without being law enforcement, EMS, or fire.
Oh, it's much, much higher than law enforcement.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is a possible logo for Raconteur Press. What do y'all think? That's by Jack Wilder, who's apparently adopted me as somebody to throw projects at.
Yeah, Jesse goes, I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue.
Airplane.
Yeah.
Hold it up again. Hang on.
There's always somebody that was not paying attention.
Well, the executive vice president of Raconteur Press liked it, so.
Yeah. Yeah, ealing through fuel tanks is not fun, Rick.
Is Rick on here?
Yeah, Rick T.
Oh.
He's another former sailor. We got a few sailors watching today. Rick, you'll get a kick out of this. I have been helping a gentleman who is working on his novel, and he's introducing submarines into it. So he was asking for some feedback.
Glub, glub, I'm a sub.
No.
Oh, look, target in the open.
Yeah.
Torpedoes away.
Yeah. Hey, AJ, good to see you. So he had a portion in his writing about them going up the trunk to pop the hatch and go up to the bridge as they surfaced. And not even thinking about it, I just added in, as soon as he opened the hatch, he got a shower in seawater. And he came back with a bunch of question marks and said, why is that? And I didn't even think about it and wrote back and said, because regardless of how many hatches you open on a submarine, on the surface, you're always going to get a shower in seawater. And he came back and went, oh, didn't know that. And then he had the helmsman going up to be a lookout. And I said, yeah, that doesn't work because the helmsman is always going to be on the planes.
It's hard to steer or make big thing go deeper.
Yeah.
If you're standing behind a pair of binoculars.
So
You need to be on that creaky thing.
He used a cook. So I got a question back, well, why a cook? And I sent back, well, the other deputy with me at ONR was a former submarine CO. And getting time on the surface on a lookout is an attaboy, basically, for submariners.
Oh.
To get up and actually breathe fresh air and see the world is a good deal.
So it's not a punishment because you applied the military cook's motto, death from within?
No, it's never a punishment. It's always a biddy. A punishment is not getting a bridge watch. And I said, because cooks are always working 24/7 on a boat, they very seldom get out of the mess. So his good deal for the cooks was they got to stand lookout watches on the bridge.
Oh.
So we'll see if any of those make it into the book when he actually finishes it.
By the way, Cedar, I need to sit down and talk with you about the fox at a rave, squirrel rave.
Yeah.
About adapting it, how much to buy it from you to adapt in a coin, a challenge coin. So,
Bone conduction wireless headphones. Yep. So anyway, you know, we do help each other out. I mean, that's the whole reason. Oh, shut up! Beat you with this hat. But that's one of the things that. Huh? Bee sting cake. Oh,
bee sting
okay.
cake. Bee sting? What the hell's a bee sting cake?
Bee sting.
Oh,
cake.
bee sting.
Yeah.
I read bee
I
sting.
had to look at that twice too. Oh. But the thing is that you know, by us helping other folks, this is how we got to where we are.
Mm-hmm. People helped us out.
People helped us. The least we can do is return the favor.
And I'm doing it for purely selfish reasons because a rising tide lifts all boats. Yeah. If I help somebody else, I just got a thumbs up. I don't know why. Charged. If I help somebody out and they get a little more success, that success will bleed over to me.
Yeah.
I don't understand. John on here is John Van Stryke. He made a comment at LibertyCon about how we were some of the few people who congratulated him on his success, and I don't understand that. He got a contract with Bain. Hell yeah, brother!
Yeah.
Go for it. That's great.
Yeah.
And nobody else did. Why the hell not?
Yeah.
I don't understand that. I really don't.
I really don't know. I don't know if it's ego, it's frustration because he got it and they didn't.
Okay.
But damn, at least be polite.
Look, I mean,
Yeah.
People get things all the time that other people don't get. There's no reason not to congratulate. That's great. I don't know why people aren't pounding on the back and telling them how good. I mean, it's great. It's fantastic.
Oh, you got a question in there.
Nobody else can get them. They're thinking it's a fixed pie, and once you have your piece, nobody else gets a piece.
Oh, that's bullshit. That's horseshit.
Yeah.
It is horseshit, but that's what they're thinking.
Somebody don't. Bradley's easy. You can't bugger up a Bradley. Just don't.
Oh, you poor sweet child.
Hey, I could figure it out. They're okay. You're gonna be.
You've got authors that have never been in a Bradley.
If they can write, if somebody can write, and I'm talking to them, generally they've got at least a 6th grade education. Everything in the United States Army, aside from some really specialized stuff, is geared towards 6th graders. If you can write, you can understand a Bradley. You got no issues. You got this.
Yeah.
The thought of putting a 6th grader into a tank is amusing.
Have you met your average 18-year-old private?
Yes, I have.
6th grader. No, wait, maybe a 4th grader.
Yeah.
If a 4th grader had Sharpies and a flat surface to draw a dick on, you've got a private right there.
Yeah, they actually have found dicks in Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
So the Romans were doing it. We didn't start it. The
No.
Romans did.
Roman infantry. Infantry. There's going to be dicks everywhere, guys.
Yep. Yeah, Cameron. Jane's fighting vehicles.
Yeah.
Could bugger a Bradley. Then it can be done. Yeah.
If you leave one anywhere near powered down Bradley with a can of lube.
Yeah. But one of the things, that we want to do is to help everybody.
Out of common decency, if nothing else.
Yeah. Because people have helped us. The least we can do is turn around and help them.
Is pay it forward.
Yeah. In that way, they don't make the same screw ups that we did.
Oh, they will. We'll just help them.
Well, they'll do new and inventive ones.
No kidding, right?
I mean, that's why we've been giving the same indie talk at LibertyCon for
how many years?
Going on 10 years now.
No, but
Oh, speaking of which, Josh You have an email inbound with something for you to sign.
Run, man, run.
Yeah, it probably goes back to the Greeks, Sean.
I remember when Larry, we were on the firing line, and Larry got his contract, and I thought that was great.
Yeah. We all did.
Yeah. Somebody who made E for a
McChuck.
baby 3 times. Okay, that's
Oh,
hell. They found in the what the hell is that French cave with the all the Neanderthal writing in it?
oh yeah.
Hey, baby,
Huh?
what's that French cave that's got all the Neanderthal cave paintings in it?
Hold on a second.
Lascaux.
Chauvet?
Nope.
No, Lascaux.
LAS.
You're right, it is.
I'm pretty sure that at the let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's go cave in France, where they found some of the earliest cave paintings that the ones that the anthropologists don't talk about are
Yeah.
the dicks down in the corners.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, and then there was Pompeii, which
Flying dicks.
yeah.
Oh, speaking of, last night contracts went out for the second Malta anthology. Kortnee sent them out last night. If you got one of them, congratulations. Go over to PubShare, make yourself a PubShare account. We pay through PubShare. PubShare takes care of making sure everybody gets paid, and they handle the taxes, which I don't want to have to do.
Yeah, and the Haunted Library anthology contracts are going out today. Should already be out, most of them. Now that I've given Amy all the right emails. Really do appreciate all the people that have contributed to that anthology. And we're working through the rest of the stories now. But we've got enough, and we're to the point we're starting to look at how the stories are going to lay out. -1.
Leave me alone. Don't look at me like that.
I am not going to leave you alone. You committed up front to do one, and I'm going to bug your ass till you do it.
You may be bugging for a while. I'll try, but you may be bugging for a while.
No, it's not going to be try. You will. Park your butt in a goddamn chair.
Ghost of Malta is doing great. And you'll probably see a bump once Knights of Malta launches, and another bump when Saints of Malta launches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, Richard, the Japanese fertility celebration. 12-foot dongs carried through the streets. And they actually brought the parade on base in Yokosuka, which was interesting.
The Marines were in awe.
Yeah. Yes. To a guillotine would be an improvement. Oh, Sean, good one.
Mine's on the routine.
Yeah. Speaking of
Routine
English,
maintenance.
apparently they need a new
Prime Minister.
prime minister. Yeah, Boris Johnson is out.
Turned in his resignation.
Turned in his resignation this morning, England time. And everybody went, oh, shit, now what, coach? So they're going to have to reform a government. And he has agreed to stay until his relief is in place.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
For you, I'll stay till I have a relief.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Kermit, be sure you pop onto PubShare, make a PubShare account, get the free account. You don't need the one you pay money for. And when you do, pop over to your, once you've got set up, pop over to your settings and pick whether you want to be paid through PayPal, or which will be once a month, or by checks, which will be quarterly. You have to make a choice where the money will sit there until you do.
Yeah.
Cedar, Malta 3 will be sometime after the first of the year. It's going to be fine. We'll
Yeah,
be all right.
the
Just send me a story.
Netherlands, Europe is blowing up right now. The farmers are, yeah, and it's now propagated from the Netherlands to Germany and all the way down to Italy. And you don't want to piss off Italian farmers because they're connected.
Gunner, dung, target is cops in the open, fire for effect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Somebody got a manure bath, at least got a manure bath.
But part of the rationale for what they're doing over there is they want to go away from beef. They want
Yes.
to go away from meat.
Because it's bad for the environment.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So if you can't eat meat, what are you supposed to eat? And the interesting thing is,
Politicians.
yeah, look at what Bill Gates is doing.
Go.
Bill Gates
That man pisses me off.
is pushing plant-based.
Well, no, is
meat.
that the reason why he's pushing it is he is the largest single landowner in the world.
127 million acres of farmland just in the United States, of which most of that he's trying to take out of production
Oh, yeah.
and get paid not to plant anything.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not giving up beef. Period.
Well, it's not only that,
Or venison or pork.
it is food, period. And what Sean says is exactly right. If this keeps going, we're going to end up with Sri Lanka writ large because there's not going to be enough food to go around.
Oh, there will be.
You
One
can't
way or
live
another.
on air and unicorn parts?
No,
No.
nope.
And
I don't do unicorn
who's
farts.
going to die first? Africa.
Oh,
They always do.
They always do.
they do that on a regular basis anyway.
Yeah. But for years,
Africa, northern parts of Asia.
Cedar, go to YouTube. Look up Almanza Kitchen. A-L-M Mary A-N Nora Z-A. Almanza. I think they're Serbs.
yeah, David, you're exactly right. There won't be enough food in the cities.
I don't care.
And that's when anarchy starts.
I don't care.
We are 3 days from food riots in the cities. And that's on a good day.
Babe? Oh.
That is pretty.
It is pretty.
That'd be a serious drinking glass.
Again,
But it's a bud base.
we
Oh.
don't live in a city, so I don't care.
You know that that people in India have railed against. Bill Gates has bought up tons of farmland there, and what he's done is he's been really, really domineering and horrible. That the farmers who've rented the spaces, I guess, or rent the farmland from the big owner who sold it to Bill Gates. He's telling them that they can only use his farm equipment
Yeah.
and lease it from him, and they can only use his seeds, his own GMO seeds.
Yeah.
And when they're trying to grow the things that they've been growing for thousands of years, and they've apparently made it on,
Yeah.
And apparently people who don't comply have to pay a higher rent and have to pay more or pay fines or fees to Bill Gates for these for using not his stuff.
Yeah.
It's really ironic.
I thought fiefdoms and serfs went out in the 18th century.
Apparently,
Supposedly.
the people in Wisconsin are revolting and a la the Indian people.
Yeah.
A huge movement in India of people protesting and defying Bill Gates.
Good.
But yeah, why? Do you remember? It seems like quaint the 1970s and 80s when people were often talking about monopolies.
Oh, hell
And
yes.
now nobody ever mentions that.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for somebody like Bill Gates to own big tech sector and also buy up farmland, also be invested in pharmaceuticals, this sort of thing?
Well, remember Monsanto? Remember Cargill?
Mhm.
Most people don't. That was kind of the start of the monopolies in the farm side back in the 70s was Cargill Industries, because they started buying up everybody and their brother, small manufacturing, small processing plants, and Monsanto started pushing GMO. And then they started adding in features to their GMO, like it was Roundup proof, for example. And a friend of mine who sadly passed away a number of years ago, Frank James, was one of the editors for Shotgun News.
Farmer Frank.
Yep, Farmer Frank. And Frank was also a longtime farmer in Indiana who farmed natural style. In other words, he did not have a brand new tractor. He did not use GMO. He actually planned his crops and rotated his crops on a regular basis so that he was replacing nutrients in the soil. So he raised soybean and corn alternately with clover. And the number of times he got sued, he said it was almost becoming a yearly thing because the neighbors would put in GMO'd Monsanto corn. Some of it would blow over into his field. So Monsanto would sue him for growing Monsanto GMO corn without a license. And he's going, it's on the edge of the field, it's 15 stalks. You want them, come pull the fuckers. But sadly, one of the major problems Frank had as he aged was he had 2 detached retinas. And we were talking about it a few years ago, and he said the reason for that was riding that tractor as many days, weeks, and years as he'd done. That was what caused him to have detached retinas. And he said it was literally getting to the point the year before he died. He said it's getting to the point I can't even afford to buy fertilizer.
Oof.
I can't afford to fix the tractors. And he said, I'm going to lease everything out and we'll see what happens. And he was working on a novel when he passed away. But Frank was a very interesting individual.
Yes, he was.
One hell of a good shot.
I never did get to meet him. I always wanted to meet him.
One hell of a good shot. And he did a bunch. And he is bored at this point. Well, one of the things that he did was he was on the forefront of night hunting on pigs.
Was he?
Yeah. And trying various night vision and suppressed rifles and ARs versus real guns / which led to some interesting evolutions.
I need once I can start affording to buy stuff again, I need to hunt gun broker until somebody comes up with a Ruger 44M carbine, the tube-fed 44 Magnum.
Yeah.
Because I have a project.
Yeah.
I want to turn that tube-fed 44 Magnum carbine into semi-auto carbine into a hog gun.
Yeah. But one of the things that we talked about, he said, it led to some interesting things happening. And he was up in Oklahoma, and I can't remember where it was, somewhere north of Oklahoma City. And they were out hunting this field at night. And he was standing up in the back of a Jeep along with one of the other hunters. And he said the driver knew this field, had been in this field for years. Driving out across there, and he said, next thing I knew, I was laying on the ground looking up at the stars going, what the fuck just happened? The guy had hit a ditch and rolled the Jeep.
Mm.
And apparently Frank got thrown out one side. The other guy got thrown out the other side. The 2 guys in front were strapped in upside down. It's like, I think I made a mistake. But, the thing is, you got to use the right gun.
Yeah.
An AR is good for maybe up to about 150 pounds.
Well, depending on what cartridge you run through the air.
Even if you're running a Fusion 5.56.
Well, I mean, what caliber? If you're running,
All right, to me, an AR is a 5.56.
Well, yes.
Anything else, you're talking a rifle. Now, would I run an AR-10, 308? Hell no. I'll run a SCAR. Because I don't trust an AR aluminum lower to stay intact when you're shooting high-powered rounds through it.
Okay.
And I cannot believe these people that put a 50 BMG on an AR lower.
That's dumb. That's dumb. Now the 458 SOCOM,
Yeah,
the
I
two,
even question that.
there are the 6.8 SPC2 is a 300 yard pig cartridge. The 300 hammer is too. Both those will go on AR-15 lower. You got a 300 hammer. It's 200 300 yard pig cartridge.
Yeah. Yeah, Bill, that's another good one. Tractor companies trying to insist you must buy parts from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's called John Deere. And that's why they are losing business. And older John Deeres are now selling for more at auction than they brought new, because the farmers can still work on them by themselves.
Oh! Have you seen? Speaking of, have you seen the Germans losing their minds
Which time? About what this time?
about the new car regulations 2025?
No.
Anti-speeding technology will be required in any car sold in Germany in 2025 or later. Anti-speeding technology.
Yeah.
It's Germany.
And the first program to defeat that will debut 2 days after that does.
Yeah.
Oh, the blown up monument thing. Yeah, we were going to talk about
Oh,
that
yeah.
and forgot.
The one, I'm of two minds about that. I really am. One, I don't hold with blown up monuments. I don't care what they're for. A monument is there to remind people of one thing or another. And like the noted philosopher Malcolm Reynolds once said, everyone who ever got a monument built for him was one kind of bastard or another.
Yeah.
Or one kind of son of a bitch or another. I don't cotton to blown up monuments. On the other hand, I'm not too worried or not too bent on shit about this one getting blown to hell. The Georgia Guide Monument was partly still is a monument in Georgia, and it's got 10 set up by an anonymous foundation, and in 8 different languages. It has these 10 rules, and I got problems with some of those rules. Some of the rules I don't mind. I got problems with some of the rules.
Yeah.
Like one of the rules is maintain the Earth's population at 500 million.
Yeah, we're well past that and have been.
That's about 6 billion people you got to do something with. The other one was laws so that your personal rights don't clash with your societal rights or your society duties.
Yeah.
Eat a bowl of dicks.
Yeah.
Others are the standard utopian bullshit.
Yeah.
A common world language. Whatever. And there was one of the rules was make sure that the laws are simple enough and courts are just enough to protect the rights of the citizens and governments. I don't give a shit about the governments.
Yeah.
If you protect the citizens, the governments will do fine.
Yeah.
The
neat part of it, though, was the fact that it did tell time correctly.
Oh, it was a gorgeous setup for various astronomical stuff.
And somebody put a lot of work into designing that.
And somebody put a lot of work into blowing the hell out of it, too.
Yeah. Well, and it's now been completely destroyed. They
Did they
took
tear it down?
Yeah, they took the rest of it down this morning with explosives.
Darn. I say I'm of two minds. I don't cotton to blowing things up, or I don't cotton to destroying monuments. Monuments are there for a reason, good, bad, or indifferent.
Yeah.
It's even the bad ones are there for a good reason. I don't hold with destroying monuments, but on the other hand, I'm not gonna have heartburn about this one going to hell.
Well, they've destroyed enough already. You know, you destroy the monuments, you wipe out history. Look what's happened to the Confederate monuments.
Yeah, and this one,
And Frederick Douglass Monument.
Abraham Lincoln.
Abraham Lincoln.
This one doesn't. This is a monument that doesn't memorialize anything.
Yeah.
It set up these utopian guidelines for a better future.
Yeah.
And the last one really, really annoyed me. Hang on a sec. Instead of trying my faulty scroll-ridden memory, let me read you these 10 rules. Just just so you can see, and I'll do a riff on each one of them.
We only have 11 minutes. So
They'll get over it. Okay, description. Okay, rule number 1: maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. You can do those 6 billion people there, Scooter. Guide reproduction wisely, improving fitness and diversity. We call it eugenics. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
Unite humanity with a living new language. Utopia much?
I tried that with Esperanto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rule passion, faith, and tradition, and all things with tempered reason. I don't have much of an issue with that. It ain't gonna happen. I don't have much of an issue with that.
I don't know what they're smoking, but I like some of it.
Protect people and nations with fair laws and just courts. You protect the people, the nations will be just fine.
Yeah.
I give less than one damn about nations. Let all nations rule internally, resolving external disputes in a world court. Utopia again. We tried that at the UN. How's that working out for you, Zippy?
Yeah.
Avoid petty laws and useless officials. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
At least 4 of these will require more petty laws and useless officials, so you're self-defeating there. Balance personal rights with social duties.
Yeah.
Eat a bowl of dicks.
Yeah.
Prize truth, beauty, love, and seeking harmony with the infinite. Okay.
Say what?
Yeah. Okay. All right. It's okay. And the one that really, the quiet one, be not a cancer upon the earth. Leave room for nature. Leave room for nature. I would like to know how, of those 500 million, how many of them have the same definition of cancer upon the earth?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And what is a cancer on the earth?
Exactly. 500 million people have 500 different definitions.
So is growing food a cancer?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
Is having a cow cancer?
Exactly.
Is shooting frickin' tree rats having a cancer?
No.
You and I think that way.
Yeah. And which 500 million get to stay around?
Yeah.
There's the rub.
Yeah. The other monument everybody's talking about is the Massachusetts 54th Regiment Monument, which was actually a monument to black soldiers.
Yes. And Antifa or BLM or,
Yeah.
but I repeat myself, defaced it. Really?
Yeah. And Don goes, the ones that shoot back successfully, effectively. Yeah.
Yep.
North Koreans versus the Maori. Oh,
Good luck with that.
Yeah. Well, I would put bets on the Maori just simply because the having met some of those folks, yeah, they're not going to go down easily.
But like I said, this was a monument to somebody's idea of utopia, and to me, not culturally relevant. But
Yeah.
monuments don't have to be culturally relevant. It was a really good monument to remind people that progressives are stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, Nancy, there is that little book called the Bible. It already covers most of that in something called the 10 Commandments.
Yeah.
I just, I often wonder if the reason they put 10 in was because there were 10 commandments.
Oh, I guarantee you that's why it was. But it was set up by an anonymous foundation that raised a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
This anonymous foundation put it up. And I don't cotton with some of those rules. The whole eugenics thing makes me nervous. The 500 million people makes me nervous.
Yeah.
The
Planned Parenthood was eugenics. Was and
still is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of the dead babies are black?
Most of them.
Most of them. Over 300,000 a year.
Oh, that's another one. Yes. That's another one. Has anybody seen that thing going around? And this has got to be satire. It has to be satire. It is allegedly a tweet from some random female who was so upset about the restrictions upon her reproductive health that she and some friends had gone on a retreat. And at the retreat, they had been morose and got angry and drew up a contract that they would not have sex with anybody unless the man promised to support and care for them during pregnancy and for the baby, the children afterwards.
Marriage.
That's got to be satire.
I would
That
not.
has to be satire.
It may not be in this
It-
day and age.
It may not be, but my God, restore my faith in human race. Let that be satire, because I responded. Somebody put it up. I said, "Ooh, let's have this contract done in front of a judge or maybe a religious figure, with your family and friends witnessing."
Yeah.
Congratulations, you just discovered marriage.
Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah, David. Nance,
Marriage.
that's both. Both of y'all are right. Humans always think they can make better rules. They can't.
Ooh, what is marriage for 1,000? Yes, that's exactly what she was. That's why it's got to be satire. It's
Yeah.
exactly what she was describing. No sex unless the man can prove he's a good provider and promises to take care of her during pregnancy and them and the kids after.
Becky.
Yeah.
That I tend to agree with you. I think it's real. I don't think it's satire. I think they're that friggin' stupid.
Oh, I hate to say it, wouldn't surprise me.
What's the Rule 34 equivalent for satire? I don't know that we have one. We probably need one.
But it's like in the worst case, they've gone full circle, and the same idiots that were decrying that marriage was there to hold women down are now saying that basically their version of marriage, which is fundamentally the same damn thing, is there to protect them. Well, no shit.
Now, Rule 42 is always have your towel. the answer to the end of the universe is 42.
Yeah. Life, the universe, everything, 42.
Oh. And that
Type LOL and got managed. Marriage.
yeah, nerds. Yeah, we are. Like I won't have sex until I'm financially stable and have support.
Well, it's and according to this tweet, allegedly they're taking to a lawyer, and they're sex with men. They'll have to sign this contract.
Yeah, Jesse,
Like a
that's
social construct.
That is part of the issue with all of this social crap. Is people don't communicate face to face anymore, so you don't know if it's satire or not when you see it on the screen, because it depends on what kind of mood you're in when you see it.
Well, and honestly, it's like a prime example of this is how mad everybody got at Babylon Bee,
Hell yeah.
which is a satire site. Duffel Blog and Babylon Bee. If y'all don't
And
really
the
like,
Onion.
well, the Onion has gone right down the tubes.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know this, the Babylon Bee and Duffel Blog are satire. And used to be satire was well written enough, and everybody understood current events well enough to be able to recognize satire when they saw it.
Yeah.
We're living in the crazy times, and stuff that we think is satire is actual. No, that's actually happening.
Yeah.
And stuff that's actually happening ought to be satire.
Yeah, we need more of the sarcasm tag. Except even people don't even realize what that is. But if you think about it, what we're saying on here right now will piss people off because we're saying it, and how you interpret it as a watcher may be different than how we mean it. But at least we can have a conversation about it because we're not afraid to talk about things. We're not going to be, that's why we got kicked off Facebook. Yeah.
We didn't get kicked off. We just got throttled really hard.
Well, when it wouldn't even load.
Yep. We got throttled really hard.
Yeah. Yeah, differ. Most of the ones.
Titanium McGrath. I love that Twitter.
Yeah.
By the way.
Most of the ones on TikTok saying they wouldn't have any sex. Most males I know wouldn't have sex with them anyway. They'd have to be awfully desperate. I'm just saying. Oh yeah. Titania, yeah.
Titanium McGrath.
Yeah.
She's good. Oh, she's good. He, she, or it. Whoever's running
Yeah.
that account's good.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of accounts, we're right at 300 subscribers, and we just had our first one over 200 views. So thanks, folks.
Are
We do
y'all
appreciate
bored
it.
or something?
Well, considering we've gotten threats if we close this down,
Oh shit.
yeah, and they were serious threats, so we'll be on our last legs going, I think there's something I can talk about.
Can I have a rant before I die?
Well, Cameron, everything we do on this thing is basically wrong.
I swear to God, I'm going to shave off this mustache. About 3 hairs that decided to go off in wild directions, and they keep going up my nose. It's driving me nuts.
Uh,
And that would freak some people out
yeah,
if I show up here with my mustache shaved off.
Yeah. You can get a coffin with Wi-Fi and a webcam now. No. What, are you going to stick an antenna up through the ground?
Well, remembering there used to be that there were, back in the bad old days, there were coffins that had a pipe and a bell with
Yeah.
a wire.
Because they weren't necessarily dead.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Happy middle ground between no mustache and full on walrus.
So shave one side of it.
I just,
I've
I've got a pair of tentacles that are going for my cerebellum, and they're really driving me nuts.
Dave, I wouldn't say we're successful. I would say y'all watch us just because we're so freaking stupid.
Just watch to see what we're going to do next.
Yeah,
which
because
is
we don't have any idea either.
not really a recipe for success there.
But it's Hotel California rules.
I swear to God, it's just
Get yours snipped and it's outpatient.
outpatient for a mustache.
No, for vasectomy.
Oh,
Don Amici pencil mustache. Yeah, they're well. $1,000 for the coffins at Sam's. Shave the middle part right below your.
the helpfulness is not as helpful as one might think.
Yes, Don Amici is a name. Oh God.
I do. So there's one of them just got a toehold of my sinus, and it's just really just.
Yeah. Well, Dave, as you and I have had the conversation, occasionally we win a skirmish. Well, we sure as hell aren't winning the battles, and we sure as hell aren't winning the wars.
In which.
In anything.
Oh. I didn't realize I had to win anything.
Yeah.
I'm retired. I've been retired for a little over 2 years. I'm quite happy.
Well, I retired the first time in 92 and the second time in 2016, not by choice. So now I'm on my third career. Oh, speaking of which, over 40,000 words on the second Bell Chronicles 1870s Western. And I just bought a cover today or yesterday for the third book in that series from a local artist.
Oh, is this going to be a trilogy, or are you going for
It's going to be more than a trilogy.
the Curtis trilogy, which is 7 books in your trilogy?
But I'm trying to support local artists. And ironically, the lady I bought it from is one of my longtime blog readers here in
Really?
Texas. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she a local or Texas local?
She's in Duncan, Oklahoma.
Ah, local.
But she's a very good artist. And the painting is it's watercolor, but it's actually in Colorado.
Oh,
And it's her and her daughter writing many years ago.
there we go.
But it works as a cover for what I want. So yes, I'm trying to help the local folks.
Tuesday, if this thing doesn't bugger off from my left occipital sinus, you all might want to steel yourselves before you tune in on Tuesday.
Ag Tiger, yes. People are being impacted by the
Oh,
deaf
DEF.
shortage.
Oh, yeah, DEF. Yeah.
Epidemiology. And tweezers. Get ready to hold you down and tick.
After you've had one up in your left occipital sinus for a while. Tweezers don't sound like a bad idea.
Just fuck it. All right, folks, we've wasted another hour plus of your time today.
Holy crap, we have.
Thanks very much for sticking with us. We do appreciate it. Ag Tiger, I'm not sure on that because there's something to do with, especially on the newer trucks, the monitoring cycle for the O2 burn. And if it doesn't get,
It monitors particulates, and if you don't have a certain ppm or below, it'll shut the engine down.
well,
So water doesn't help.
it'll slow you down to 5 miles an hour.
Bugger.
Good, RK. You got yours. That's good. So anyway, thanks for the fun, folks.
Hey, Bill got his poster, so yay for that.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy them, Bill.
So y'all have a good weekend. Be safe, stay cool, especially if you're in Texas or hell, pretty much anywhere else right now.
Stay safe, guys.
And remember, don't sweat the petty stuff. Don't pet the sweaty stuff. We'll see you later. Bye-bye. Thank you.